talent from last time, we had less participants, right?
Yeah.
But this time, it was easy to just give all your judgment to, right? Just like, oh, I like this, I like that one. The last time was too much talent.
Yeah.
I don't want your jobs. I told you guys. You guys can keep your jobs. Tell them who you are and what we just did tonight.
Ladies first.
I'm Shay Harris, and I am so honored to be one of the resident judges here at the Monologue Room.
And I am Tegan Rose, and I'm excited as well to be one of the resident judges at the Monologue Room.
Yes, as far as the original piece.
That was one of the things that we were talking about there. We loved and applauded the fact that she brought an original piece, because that's a very bold thing to do.
Right,
So we loved that. But we did feel like we just wanted a little more from that piece,
Yeah.
you know?
And then for stage, it was, if it were recorded, absolutely, like she killed it. She had raw emotion. It was very powerful. She had a good message behind it. But it just didn't, for me, it wasn't the winner that I was expecting for the stage presence.
Yeah, and I did ask her, I said, because she stepped out on a limb, because she said the word nigger.
Yeah.
So I kind of felt the room like, ooh, you know, and I asked her, I said, so how did you feel? She's like, I wanted to get myself out there and do something uncomfortable, but I also wanted to make the audience feel what I felt. So that would be an original piece and be bold to actually write it, but actually to say something that will affect many.
Yeah.
Was kind of interesting too.
It was for her to make that choice.
Yes.
It was a good choice.
It was a good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
So, but not a winner.
Not a winner.
What made you choose your winner?
When our winner was, it's Psalms. Is it Psalms?
Psalms. Oh my
The
goodness.
S.
Yes.
When she opened her mouth and all of her emotion came out, I felt it.
Yes.
Like I took it on. And for me as an audience member, I want to believe or even feel what it is that you're going through. And she gave that to me. She pulled on strings, she tugged on strings, and it was amazing.
And it's very important too, as I think, as a performer, like she said, that you take people on a journey and not just have us stuck in one place. And I felt like one thing that was very important was that we weren't just stuck in this depressing place the whole time. It was up, it was down, it was levels to it, and it was a very layered performance. And I think that's what made it such a very intriguing watch.
Yes, I agree. So your second and third winner, how did you choose those?
So second place was Stephanie. I'm a sucker for anything that gets straight to the point, right? Hers was the shortest piece that we experienced, but she started with a bang. Like her laugh in the very beginning threw me off, so it caught my attention.
Right.
So I was like, okay, is this a comedy? But then she switched, and she made some really good emotional choices. And so for me, and even the way she ended just as abruptly as she began.
Yeah.
And for me, I was like, in and out. Okay, well, yes, I feel a lot right now, and it's over, and I don't know if I want more or
you want less.
Yeah.
Right.
And so it moved me for me.
Yeah, for me, it was very hard to choose between the top two. They were very close in performances. I think both of us, all of us in the back, we were kind of like, they're both good. So that was a very tough decision. But like Shay said, when you enter the room, I mean, the moment you step on this stage, you need to get these judges' attention. You need to walk in and walk into that character and immediately invested. And one thing about Stephanie, she walked in laughing. Before the lights had even came on, I'm like, oh, what's going on? And I had set up in my chair. And so that was what stuck out with me about her the most, is her just coming in red.
She made me remember her monologue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pepe is hers.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't want Pepe. Get back to her.
Yes.
So that's what I enjoyed the most about her. She made it memorable for me, and because you can't remember every monologue, but it'd be some piece in which ones that made an impression.
Right.
Absolutely. And she was one of them.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
The biggest thing that I've learned is to hone your craft, because I think a lot of people look at it and they want to be in front of the lights. They just want to see lights and stardom. But a lot of people are not doing the work, you know, going to classes, going to really understanding and watching movies and watching films and understanding their favorite actors and why they like that. I think that's so important, is to treat it like a craft and really learn it and master it, and then go ahead and dive into it head first. And I think if you do that, the sky's the limit, you know. It's important.
I agree. I think that for actors, acting is a very tough job, and a lot of people don't realize it. And like Tegan said, you have to do the work. And aside from going to the classes and you know, learning and memorizing all of the various pieces, I think that acting is a lot of self-work. And I think that a lot of people who dive into acting don't realize that it's self-work, because you guys take these classes, and these classes stretch you and then put you in places that are uncomfortable, and it makes you have to deal with who you are as a person, so that you can break that mold to get to whoever the character is. And so my advice for someone who's never done it before is just to make sure that not only are you doing the outer work of honing the craft of acting, but make sure you're doing the inner work, discovering who you are. And if that means, you know, meditating, if that means standing in front of a mirror and speaking affirmations over yourself, and you know, that can transform into standing in front of the mirror and reciting a monologue, getting ready for the monologue room coming in February. Right? You know, so it's like, whatever that is, just make sure that you're constant.
So thanks you guys so much for supporting and for being here and on time.
Right? Yes.
And staying after hours to speak with me.
Hey, Harris.
And Tegan Rose.
And Latricia Renee, and this is the Monologue Room.